Hello and good morning. It's early. It's 6:38 a.m. It's Monday morning. Greg and I are tired of driving. I don't know about you. What do you think?
I think we're going home. Last leg.
Agreed. Gee whiz. Anyway, it's nice seeing my daughter and stuff, but we're heading out of here. Let's look at the trips here before we get on the road. So far this trip, we've driven 596 miles. Used up 243 kilowatt hours of energy at a rate of 407 watt hours per mile. It's probably been in the 80 degree, doing 75's what the speed is around here. So that's probably a pretty good representative of the amount of energy this truck uses. Currently on the odometer, 3,348 miles. 72 degrees with an air quality index of 59. All right, enough of that. We're heading over to get a Scottish breakfast and down the road. Overnight, I charged to 90%, which is what I usually do. And today, or I should say when I got up this morning, I punched it up to 100%. About an hour and 20 minutes later, we were at 100%. I don't leave it at 100%. As soon as it's 100%, I'm out of here. So I do that because the run we make today is all the way to Buc-ee's on the east side of Knoxville. It's 200 and some miles. That allows a good stop, and it's good point to charge up. Buc-ee's has a gazillion chargers now and works out real well. We set up our navigation here. We're going all the way to Tryon, North Carolina. If you guys have a look here, you can see it's almost 3 hours to our first stop. That puts us at Sevierville. And what is that? That's Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's is the east side of Knoxville, and it's 200 miles. We're supposed to arrive with 18%. That's perfect. Now, as you guys know, as the battery warms up, that 18% will increase, and that's no problem, but that's what happens when you start out from a cold start where the car sits overnight. Tonight, or I should say last night, was in the 70s, so it's not a real big deal, but this is how you drive in an electric vehicle, especially a Tesla. We've decided to go around Highway 155. It's a loop around Nashville, which I usually do. This gets us out of the core of Nashville with all the traffic. Works out pretty well. And puts us on the east side. Oh, good. That's going to work out good there in a little car. Anyway, here we are. We'll be getting on 40 here in a couple minutes. We made it eastbound Interstate 40. Oh, look at those poor people. They're all going to work, but it's okay. Us old guys like them. They pay our Social Security. We're driving into the sun. Got the shades down here. But check this out. You don't see this very often besides that Greg's ugly mug in my hand. Look at that. See, the guy told you. We're up to 25% on arrival in Sevierville. That's what happens. The battery warms up, you get more energy out of it. We're under overcast here. I guess there's some kind of a weather condition, but it's not on the ground, and temperature is 70 degrees. No complaints. We're just tooling down the road here, not on autopilot. Yeah, here's my autopilot. The autopilot hasn't been downloaded to the Cybertruck yet. We're waiting. Should be this month. It's the month of August 2024, and that's fine. I'm happy to get it when it's ready. Driving with the drive-by-wire, it's easy. You don't move it much to make a change, and it's not bad. Just here in Crossville, Tennessee, where the Buc-ee's is. You can see it there. Of course, that's a carnival, I think. Anyway, we're going to be going to the second Buc-ee's this morning. That's located on the east side of Knoxville. It says it's 88 miles, so we'll get there soon. Just left Crossville, going through the hills here onto the Knoxville area. It's really pretty through here, but with the cloud cover, it's not too good looking right this minute. But it's a very nice drive. The roads are in actually pretty good shape considering we're in Tennessee, where Tennessee roads generally are not in good shape anytime. Overcast is gone, kind of. We're just working our way up the hill here with all the super slow trucks in the right-hand lane. Some of them are fully loaded and some are not. We're just here in Knoxville. Yeah, traffic's light. Right over here is the supercharger at Brookview Plaza. Of course, we don't need to charge. We look here. We've got 25 miles to Buc-ee's. And we've got 22% on arrival in 25 minutes. Moving right along here. We're on the east side of Knoxville now. We are 12 miles from our exit at Buc-ee's. It's in Kodak, Tennessee. Clouds are broke up here. I don't know if we're supposed to get rain. I think we got rain yesterday, but hopefully not now. Be good. It's a nice day. It's 80 degrees Fahrenheit outside. And guess where we are? You guessed it. Buc-ee's. Yeah, there's Buc-ee's Car Wash. There's Buc-ee's Gas. There's Buc-ee's everything here. It's kind of cool. If you've never been to a Buc-ee's, I suggest you don't pass it up if you're on the road. It's like a carnival on the road, but it's indoors. It's really cool. Cleanest restrooms around, I'm told. And there's supercharging here. All right, well, we're here. We're going to get some gas. Yeah. Oh, no. We're just going to drive through the gas aisle here. We'll pull into one of the stalls. There's plenty of juice here, as you can see. Lots and lots. I don't have auto park yet, but it's okay. When I get the FSD, I'm sure I'll have it. Like I said, there's plenty of stalls here. You just don't want to prang them. So you just go back enough to reach them. And there we are. Okay, let's check our thing here without Greg's ugly mug in the way. Or my ugly hands. All right, let's zoom in there. Look at that, 799 miles, 332 kilowatt hours used so far this trip at a rate of 416. We've arrived at 22% as predicted, so let's get charged up. Yes, this is Buc-ee's Carnival. People are all here buying it. They give the gas away and let you buy all the goodies. We're pretty near charged here. It indicated it's ready to go. I've charged it a few more minutes. I don't know if we're going to stop somewhere. I may need a little extra juice. When it gets 65 here in a second, we're going to blow 101 kW still at a rate of 254 miles per hour of charge. We've gained 51 kilowatt hours so far sitting here. Looks like the arrival percentage is now 65. Arrival percentage showing 22%. 131 miles to go. Let's get unplugged and move on down the road. We're back on Interstate 40. Turn coming up in 12 miles. That'll take us through the gorge. There she blows, the gorge. It's up ahead. We're coming up onto the Angry Gorge. We've made it to North Carolina, just passed it. In fact, 5 miles back. We're in North Carolina now, making our way through the gorge. Just coming out of the gorge now, here in Clyde. Got 11 miles to go, and then we'll get off the freeway. There's more conundrum up here. We're gonna go that way and then take side road that's in parallel. Apparently there's even more construction up ahead. Nav's telling us to get off the highway here. We're gonna take us around. It's reporting a crash and construction and all kinds of junk. So we're gonna follow Google. Takes us off and runs us in a road in parallel right up here at exit 31. This exit 31. I used to fly remote control model airplanes. I used to come way out here from the Nashville area to fly them. And you can see if you look there, you can see the traffic backing up there now. That's good. Google was on the ball here. It got us off a nice road here. Yeah, we're just going by the paper plant. This is the Canton paper plant. And they make paper here, and Greg mentioned, he says, well, how come it doesn't smell? Well, if you know anything about Teslas and the HEPA filter in them, they are absolutely quiet or no smell because they filter all that stink out. That's diesel, that's gas fumes, that's everything else. So it's the way it is. Alright, here we go. Going through the town of Canton now. This is maybe bonus for you guys. Let's see if we can open it up just a little. It's an old place, been here a long, long time. You can look it up on the internet, see exactly how long. And looks like other folks were using their GPS here, which is very cool. And since the stink is here, you've got monitoring stations like this that monitor the air quality. Anyway, downtown Canton is this way. We can't see a lot of it. It was mostly industrial. There's a building up there. It says Champion Paper. There was a time, now it's owned by Evergreen, apparently. There was a time that Champion owned it and completely polluted the Pigeon River, and it took them a while to clean it up. And that's, I think, more or less cleaned up, but I'm not sure if they're even making paper anymore. It may not be lucrative. I don't know, couldn't tell you. But anyway, we have to do this little whoopie-doo through town here now, and then we'll head on out. Yeah, we just made that light, heading now to the east. I'm not sure, what is this road, Greg? Canton something.
Some 23.
Highway 23, I think. We're on the side street here, still on Highway 23, and we've recalculated our navigation, but nothing changes. We're still bypassing whatever wreck on the interstate, and we're going to end up going to El Paso. Since everything in Tryon area is closed on Mondays, if you want to go grab something to eat and sit down, that's closed Monday. We are just going to grab something at El Paso. Richard's coming over to yell at us, and we'll fill him in on the trip. So we'll be on the highway here in a few minutes. Nav says 2.2 miles. We're back on Interstate 40 and heading that way. A lot of folks got on here and they're trying to figure out what to do. This little car seems to think that he's gonna
stop.
drive at the same speed as the truck next to him or something. I don't know. Anyway, we're just trying to get down the road here. We're getting there now. It looks like we're on the new section of this road. It's only taken 2 or 3 years. We'll be there in 12 miles or off ramp. We're off the interstate. Yay! We're gonna stop and grab a little Mexican food at our favorite place, El Paso. All the restaurants down where I live in Tryon are closed on Monday, so except for like McDonald's and Burger King and that stuff. So we made it to El Paso. Check it out. Yep, there's El Paso. Let's have a look at our trip meter here. So far in this trip, wow, look at that. 914 miles, 380 kilowatt hours used at a rate of 316. We arrived here with 23%, but it's not a problem. It's only 15 miles or so from here to the house, so we're good. Let's go get something to eat. We're looking out for Richard. El Paso. What a great meal here at El Paso Mexican restaurant here in Hendersonville, North Carolina. All right, we're heading home. I've set it for Columbus. It's 17 miles. We arrive with 20%. Does that freak you out? No, it shouldn't. It'll go all the way to 0. Currently, we have 21%. For you miles, folks, that's 64 miles. And then you run out. Oh, no. Yeah, no, you never worry about it. All right, I think we're good. Let's go. Do you have enough to eat, Greg?
I did. It was really good.
Yeah, we met our buddy Richard and caught up, and he went off to do some stuff, so we're out of here. We're on Interstate 26, just heading that way. Next stop will be Columbus, North Carolina. Looks like in 10 miles, 12 miles on the nav here. So much for getting on Interstate 26. All right, rule number 2. Rule number 2 is always check your navigation. Navigate to where you're going to go. Always check the traffic and make sure the traffic is not red or stopped. That was the problem we did. It was our fault. If we've done that, we could have driven around it, but we didn't, so we didn't, and there you go. I am home. It's been a really great trip. First trip here in the Cybertruck of any substantial amount. Driven 936 miles, used 386 kilowatt hours of energy at an average rate of 412 watt hours per mile. It was hot. I would say it probably averaged 85 to 90 degrees our whole trip. Generally, I drove about 75 miles an hour most of the time. Got a decent range here, of course. I'm hooked up now to the wall connector. We're charging at 12 kW. I've got a number of hours to go. It says 8 hours and 55 minutes to get to 100%. We're not going to do that. We charge normally at 80%. The Cybertruck performed absolutely flawless. I don't know, we probably had 50 people want to talk about it, which was great. Got run off the road a few times of people trying to eyeball it, trying to get close and not realizing they were going to hit me. And that worked out okay. So far on the odometer is 3,688 miles, and that's fine. So here's a spoiler alert. I would say probably less than a month, I'm off to Wyoming. But this particular trip is going to be a little different. We're going to cover some areas that I have not driven before. I'll leave North Carolina, go up through Illinois, up through Minneapolis, and we're taking I-94 through North Dakota. We're going to take North Dakota. I've never been there. Not only have I never been there in a fossil fuel car, but I've not been there in an EV. There's plenty of charging along I-94, so that's not a problem. We'll drop down through Montana and come into Wyoming from the north. Greg and I have got some radio work to do in Wyoming this year, so we'll be doing that. Also, there is a Hamfest in Longmont, Colorado in December on the 6th. We'll be there for the Hamfest, which we try never to miss. It's a very good one. If you like this series of travel videos, join me on my next video starting at the end of September. We're going to see things you probably have never seen. Thanks for watching. I'll look for you in the upcoming videos and take care.